Oh no, the 4B movement is picking up steam on TikTok. Women are threatening men with abstinence. Oh no, just don't take this as well. Don't take this. This would really be a shame. This would really be.
Hey people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So this video is literally the men are responding to women moving towards 4B movement. If you don't know what's happening, I posted a video last night where I was talking about how women in the United States are looking like, you know what, I think they are going to change more into the 4B movement to protect themselves after Donald Trump was announced as the next president of the United States. And the fear of the my right, my choice law being taken away from women, and also the right of divorce for women. So a lot of women in the United States are having a conversation that probably the 4B movement is something that they should do. And I did a video on that, posted it last night, and now the men are responding to it. The men, they are sharing their thoughts of what they think about women doing this 4B movement in the United States, if the 4B movement is going to help the women or if it's going to destroy them, and if it will work in the United States. So let's go check it out down in. So let's go check the men's response, and then I'll come back and talk more about this.
Oh no, the 4B movement is picking up steam on TikTok. Women are threatening men with abstinence. Oh no, just don't take this as well. Don't take this. This would really be a shame. This would really be.
So there's a lot of women who I've seen on here saying that they're going to start practicing an American version of the 4B movement, which makes all the sense in the world to me. But my question is for white women specifically, right? Looking at this election, 2020, 2016, what is the version of the 4B movement for your best friend, your aunt, your sister, your cousin, right? Like all the white women who continue over and over to choose their whiteness over their womanhood as their best interest. I'm just asking. But anyway, all the rest of the women, very wise to be practicing the 4B movement.
Really?
So to protest Donald Trump's win, women are gonna stop having sex with just anybody until a man respects them. Oh my gosh, what are y'all gonna do next? Start reading the Bible?
I don't know how to say this respectfully, so I only want to speak to men. There are no women in the room. Fellas, tap in with me. Okay. A lot of you are starting to see, oh, we're going back to the 4B movement. We're done with men. Cool. Bro, me and you right now, we could care less. We back sipping on our tea, about to lock in for this winter arc. You feel me? But I want you to think back, bro. You remember, like, right before the summer started, they talked about this 4B movement that they had adapted from overseas because women, I think, in one of the careers said they did this, so now they gonna start it. But then aren't those same women pregnant right now? Bro, wasn't you just scrolling on the gram and maybe even Facebook, and you just saw a gender reveal for someone that said that they was gonna lock in and be for the 4B movement? You remember that shorty? That shorty from high school? Because before the summertime started, she was 4B for life, but yet she about to give birth to an Aquarius or a Pisces baby. Fellas, I need some of you to really lock in and pay attention what's going on. You cannot just sleep with anybody. Let me say it again. Please lock in and pay attention. You cannot just sleep with anybody. Could you imagine getting one of these women pregnant that act this way? Once again, I'm only talking to the guys.
I am the absolute biggest supporter of the 4B movement. All these women out there talking about they're doing the 4B movement and they're no longer going to have sex and reproduce with men that are bums and losers and don't treat them right. I fully support that with every ounce of my being. I've been wishing y'all would do that for 39 long ass years. Been wishing for that. Because y'all used to have daddies that would make sure that you got with someone that was worth a damn. Ooh, please, let's go for B, baby. Let's go. I am all for the 4B movement. 4B, yeah. 4B, yeah. No more shitty decisions. No more shitty decisions. I mean, I doubt it, but it's a good thought.
Boy, hey, it's a 4B movement going on, right? You dumb, especially black women. Like, y'all steady letting these foreign women and white women and shit influence y'all to do the dumbest shit ever. Not like the finna be. Guess what? There are millions of other. I don't give a the election that is going to be throwing that around. Most joining this 4B movement and voted for Kamala because it only was like 50 of y'all because she got her ass blew out. We not go, bro. South Korea, them Asian countries, and America, two different populations. People love, especially black people. We love them. So that shit is not going to affect us. And black women love everything, every race, all it. So if you white want to stop giving up, more start getting different.
This is a little out of pocket and it's going to get me into trouble, but I keep seeing white women hop on this app and be like, yo, look, it's over. We're done. We're enacting the 4B movement. We're not sleeping with men anymore. White women, 53% of white women voted for Trump. Who do you think showed up? It was 45% of white women for Kamala, 53% of white women for Trump. And honestly, the only reason why it looked like the polls were overwhelmingly women in favor of Kamala Harris wasn't because of white women. It was not the demographic. Girls are not about to stop riding. Those ladies are not hopping off, all right? This is like if the ancient Greek play Lysistrata, which if you don't know it, there's an ancient Greek play called Lysistrata where all the women stopped sleeping with their husbands in order to end a war, which the ancient Greeks would not have had a problem with that. But it would be like if in the middle of Lysistrata, she was like, we got to stop sleeping with the men in order to end this war. And half of the women were like, actually, we all like the war. Actually, most of us like the war. Actually.
Sorry, were y'all using abortions like condoms? Were you getting abortions in place of the pill? Yo, I made a video the other day, like before the election, and that I agree, like, abortion should be illegal in all 50 states, and it's not something we should be talking about taking away. I agree with y'all, but abortions are red button moments. Like, the birth control failed, the condom failed. Oh, we tried everything in our power to prevent this, and it still happened. Gotta go to the clinic type shit. Not, I'm just sleeping around everyone and busting in by everyone, and if I get pregnant, I'll this. That's not what I meant. Y'all talking about, oh, I'm joining the 4B movement now because they took away reproductive rights. Stop trying to make it sound pretty. The reproductive rights you're talking about is just being able to get an abortion when you needed to, which should not have been that often. Maybe once if everything else failed. It's not like they're taking condoms and birth control away. They're not even taking abortions away. It's up to your state. You just go to the other state and get one type shit. And this is coming from someone who agrees with you. There's a lot of women online like, y'all elected him, so I'm celibate for the next 4 years and da-da-da, no more. You can't make me a Twinkie no more. Shouldn't have been doing that shit anyway. Listen, I understand the pro-lifers' plight. They want everybody to follow their religion because they feel like their religion is like superior and da-da-da. Most of the people I know in real life are devout Christians. Don't get me wrong, I understand how annoying that can be. But some pro-lifers were making great points. Like, I'm mutuals with a guy. His name's Womp Womp. Very intelligent young man. Not gonna hold you. You can tell he read books after he graduated, you know, high school or college or whatever his highest form of education was. And he said something along the lines of, I'm sorry, did we just make you better people? Like, they're forcing you to be better people. And I think what's lying under that message is, yo, you should have been using multiple forms of birth control before you went and got an abortion. Even though I disagree with what most people bring up when they talk about being pro-life, this, that, and the third, there's some validity to it. Abortion shouldn't be used like, bro, how many abortions y'all get? It shouldn't be used like, I got pregnant again, let me just go get another one. It should be, you were making a strong effort not to get pregnant because you know how you get pregnant and you gonna do that, so you should have wore a condom, you should have been on birth control. Okay, when those two fail and you still get pregnant, it's like, damn. All right, let's go to this clinic, get an abortion, and then after that you should get much more serious, like, okay, I'm not doing that no more. Y'all acting like, were y'all using abortions as condoms?
Seen a lot of women on here talk about the 4B movement, where it's like decentering men like out of your life, so that you're not always trying to like change and like basically coddle men around you, even your boyfriends, like basically just like no boyfriend around me, no dating, no nothing, because these men want to trap you with a baby. And that's not even an exaggeration. I've seen so many tweets since Trump won the election of men being like, it's your body, but it's my choice. Literally verbatim that being said. It's disgusting and perturbing the way that men are acting right now. They literally are giving RAP vibes, and then some of them are just blatantly saying like they want to. So your safest bet to avoid that is definitely of like no men around me. But I've seen almost like a counter movement on Twitter as well, where a lot of women of color are like, y'all are so because white women always center their life around men. Even if they try this movement, they're going to be like, well, I think he's romantic and he's kind of the one, and then flip and never actually take the movement seriously, because they're known for not really taking movement seriously. Like, you know, for example, the pussy. All that being said, Gracie Abraham Lincoln is a white woman, and she said in her song Tough Love that there's no chance that she would waste her 20s on random men. Not one of them is tougher than all of her friends. She's basically talking this whole time that she's like no to men. She's basically joined the 4B movement and is only hanging out with her friends. But then you realize she's emphasizing on her 20s. So once that girl hits 30, she's going to flip. So maybe the women of color were right. These white women out here, they don't take movements seriously. If you're a white woman in my comments and you want to join the 4B movement, now is the time to pledge. I'm just kidding. I'm not a lady, so I have no involvement in it. I'm sure there's a better resource than this.
Please let me know your own takedown in the comment section about the men that respond to this 4B movement that women in the United States are thinking of joining. Let me know what you think about their response. But please, as always, keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. We're here to have conversation. So please share your thoughts respectfully, okay? So for me personally, the first thing I picked from the entire thing is it's almost like they are laughing us women for wanting better for ourselves, for not wanting to engage in any activity with a man. They are just mocking us and laughing us. And this is where, as women, especially white women that showed themselves in this election, we need to stand on business, because obviously they are making a mockery of us, like we don't stand on business. And this is why, as women, we need to start building strong community, because one reason why some women can stand on business is because they are still so codependent on men, and their life still involves having a man, so they will do everything just to have a man. I'm not saying being in a healthy relationship is a bad thing. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that as a woman, you should not settle for anything less. You should not settle on your happiness. You should not compromise on your happiness. That's what we have been taught all our life. We have to compromise on our happiness. We're not supposed to be happy 100%. Something has to give way and all that. You don't have to do that. If you have to protect yourself from men, from whatever this administration is going to bring, especially black women. I'm here for black women. White women really show themselves in this election. I'm just giving them the side eye. But another thing also that some of these men pointed out, and for me, I'm like, honestly, that should be a thing. Even the women in the other video pointed it out, that why does it have to take Trump being elected for women to want to decenter men and hold on themselves and go on abstinence and want better for themselves? And I really like that conversation, because why does it have to take the threat of taking abortion away from you? Why does it have to take the threat of you not having right to your body for you to realize that you deserve better? You need to protect yourself as a woman. And I feel like generally in the entire world, every woman should learn how to protect themselves both mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Because whether you like it or not, most of these men are very intentional picking us, and they know the reason why they come to us. So as women, you need to do the same. I don't see why you are busting it wide open for a man, and you are not sure that you want to even have a child for that man, or you want to be with that man. You're busting it wide open without any form of protection, and you, in your own head, your result is, oh, I'm just going to get an abortion. Do you know what that does to your body? The fact that women are putting their life in danger just so that they can satisfy a man's need, and it only had to take Donald Trump to be elected, and the fear of not having the right to abortion and the right to your body for you to like, oh no. But also the white women that voted against their interests, the truth is that this whole thing will still come down and bite whatever way. And I know a lot of people are saying that, oh, it's not just for the women that are busting it wide open and getting pregnant and going to the hospital to get it aborted. But the truth is that I understand that, and this is why I'm not in support of the Trump administration taking women's rights away from them, because anything can happen, multiple things can happen, that you need to go get rid of the pregnancy, and that is valid. But for you, us as women, and women that are not standing on business protecting themselves, it has to take Trump. I really need you to go and evaluate yourself and ask yourself, why were you still busting? Because like the other creator said, is that there are a lot of women that joined in this conversation some months ago, that we're having this conversation of the 4B movement, and a lot of us were like, you know what, we're going to stick to the 4B movement, let's center ourselves as women, let's take care, let's cut men out. And now some of those women are like engaged, pregnant, having kids. And I get it, that's because a lot of women just come and talk the talk online, and they don't do the do. But one thing I want to tell women is that we need to start looking out for yourself and ourselves. We need, because the truth, whether you like it or not, the entire society, the entire world is being created for a man, and that is why they said it's a man's world. It's great for men. So as women, especially as black women, we need to start looking out for ourselves and protecting ourselves. So yeah, the men's reaction, they are just mocking us, and I feel like let's let them know that we're standing on business this time around. Okay, anyway guys, please go down in the comment section and share your thought. Love to know what you think about this amazing conversation down in the comment section. But as always, please keep it respectful. Here on this channel, we're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a respectful way. So go ahead, feel free and share your thought. Okay, share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl. Yeah, so go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.